0.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to
Nailed it.
Welcome back to Dragonfall Remnants.
Shade failed his con check.
I failed my con check and my charisma check. Oh boy.
Damn.
Your
I am
charisma-based con check.
I am the
Back it up. Restart.
I am
restart.
the life of the party, guys. Anyway, episode 2 Penumbra and stuff. I don't know. It's we're here. Everyone's here. The gang's all here. Hi, gang.
Dead silence from the gang. They're gone, Shade. They're gone.
I don't consent to be in this gang anymore. I want to be beaten out of this gang.
Oh boy.
You know?
Oh,
there you
he
go.
goes.
Bye.
Oh,
He
like,
really just didn't want to be a part of the gang. Whoa.
I guess we have to kill him
He's
now.
gone.
All right.
Chris is gone.
Oh, wow. Cherry failed the vibe check with the boss.
Super failed the
Whew.
last
So,
Super failed.
we're still in Neverwinter. We just got a bit of a harrowing reveal. We'll see how that turns out. But before that,
But nothing.
Next time on
Good stream,
What's it?
everybody.
Wasn't Devon the only one who didn't know?
didn't know what.
Basically,
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Didn't know.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I don't even
Surprised
know
me
what we're
came
talking
all the
about.
way.
With L being the
Wolf
Crimson Wolf. Yeah.
Who's the Crimson
Not
Wolf?
privy to this. I was
Who's
not
the
privy to
Crimson
this
Wolf?
knowledge.
You know, ain't that the question of the
fuck's
hour?
this?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It's L.
Let us-
We just figured that out.
Yeah.
No.
Bard was
L is the Crimson Wolf, and the Crimson Wolf is L. And then L was hired to kill a lady who, I guess, she was like, nah.
A highly
What if-
specific
what
video
if
recommendation.
girlfriend
Why people
instead?
regret moving to Omaha,
No, they
Nebraska.
were girlfriends before that.
They're
And then she ran
roommates.
away.
Oh, they were? Oh.
Yeah, no. Then she ran away.
They
And
weren't
then
even
became
roommates.
the
I was homeless.
The power of girlfriends did not save the day.
I mean, they shared a room for a
Damn.
night before she left.
Damn, Al.
Yeah.
But not in that way.
It was
It's quite literal.
Anyway,
They were roommates.
let us get on to the recap. So when we last left off, Cherry and Deas had a meeting with the Mistress of the Neverwinter Sirens, later known as Thomas Scratch's sister, Mara Lindell. Which I flip-flop between spelling with one and two L's at the end there, apparently.
Why commit when you can have both?
Right?
Yeah, she's got two identities for a reason.
She provided somewhat of a lead as to Eliod Zachiel's whereabouts, claiming the former siren as a traitor. Then, inviting Deas to dinner at the Moonstone Mask later that night. Up above, Iryne, Iridiana, and Cruz discussed their natures as Tiamat's inheritors, and Thomas reported the unfortunate circumstances that traveling to Luskin by sea provides. As the evening came, Deas dressed up and joined Mara at the Moonstone Mask, having a long discussion over a 3-course meal, primarily regarding Deas himself. Beyond her interests and insights, Mara divulged what she promised: the identity of the Crimson Wolf, whom Deas loathes, after telling the assassin's story, revealing her as none other than L. And with that immediate revelation, Mara pauses.
Dramatically?
Dramatically.
Dramatic.
Nice.
Bitch.
Deas, everything comes to a dead silence. You're not necessarily sure if the room, if all the guests are silent. Probably not, but it feels like the world has just stopped. The fire comes back to your mind. Beyond it, that mask. The last face you saw. Well, one of the last faces you saw, I should say.
Mm-hmm. He, it's like sort of the dead silence that he perceives, and then maybe like a gentle cracking as he white knuckles that glass that he's holding. Perhaps a little crack running through it with how tightly he holds it now.
Mara takes a sip of her wine. Or her spirit, I guess.
Why? He is trying to like maintain some composure and not doing well. But he manages to ask in a indoor appropriate voice, why would Thomas lie?
Tommy Boy believes in second chances. He's too much of a goody two-shoes. Though, you might be more interested in asking him yourself.
Yeah, fine, okay. I will definitely have words with him later. He slowly ungrips the glass and pushes it aside and folds his hands together instead. Knuckles still white and tense. So if you know so much, if that's true, all of this long story you've had to tell me, what, do you not believe in second chances? Do you have something against her?
Oh. I find her story entertaining. That's all.
That's all.
I see
There's the
Deas's internal voice is coming out.
So, I guess my story is just another thing to pass the time and give you entertainment.
Don't take it the wrong way. Like I said, the city thrives off of information. I happen to thrive more than others.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine.
Of course,
You know,
what you think.
No, go on. What?
What you do with it is entirely up to you.
I think you know what I want to do with it.
She won't be apologetic.
I don't expect her to be. I don't expect someone like that to care.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
If you know so much, do you know why Ilvain?
Resources?
That's it.
Ultimately. At the time, the cult desired treasures for a building horde to bring Tiamat to this world.
Didn't have to kill everyone. They could just take it.
If only it were that simple.
Isn't it?
One might think. But they are a cult dedicated to a chaotic deity. Or were, I should say.
I guess it doesn't matter now. Okay. I am obviously outmatched against someone like Elle. Do you have anything, information or otherwise, that I could use to kill her?
She tilts her head. Well, poisons are out of the picture. Her patron has made sure of that. Or, well, her changing biology, I should more specify. As well, keeping her dead is a problem. Eleonora de la Roche has died on multiple occasions, both physically and mentally. Yet she keeps coming back like a cockroach. Perhaps learning as to the reason why that is.
It'd be too easy if you just knew, wouldn't it?
If you want a proper assassin, go to the Zentarim.
I don't want someone else to kill her. It isn't the point.
Well, I deal in information, not death. My resources on ending lives is limited. Especially against one so guarded.
I see. And he looks disappointed, but more than disappointed, he's angry about it. Just a quiet seething.
Cherry and Iryne, what are you guys up to?
Just occasionally peeking at Deas's back, because that's all we can see. If able to hear, try to catch anything that is above a normal talk, otherwise just having the meal pretty much.
Position-wise, you can effectively see the side of him, I would say. So you'd get a though far general glimpse of his face.
So we can see him getting angrier.
Roll me insight.
Can it be perception, because we're perceiving from across the room?
Sure. Cherry, you can't quite glean anything from this distance. Iryne,
he's
there
getting...
is...
I was gonna say, can I see him at least getting more... Not emotional to use the word, but
tense?
Yes.
Yeah. Iryne, you would get a better idea of not necessarily his mannerisms, but just his general actions.
Mm-hmm.
He's likely frowning, probably a little more closed in by this point.
Mara told him, or his date told him something he didn't like. I think Irene's gonna go chill outside after that.
Okay.
Just can't stand to see Deas get his heart broken.
And I'm just staying, waiting. Yeah, I'll be outside when he's ready to talk. When you guys are leaving. Okay. How tough is your boss? In a fight. She's never had the fight. So I could take her. Never said that part.
Not what I said.
I can take her in a fight, right?
All right. I'm gonna. If I have to beat her up for breaking Deas's heart, I will. That would mean he had something for her to begin with.
Don't think it's the heart that's necessarily broken.
Anyways, I'll
A
be
wise
outside.
waiter says to the side.
The resolve.
Thank you, wise man. Or wise lady.
Wise lady, it's all women.
lady. You guys want to say that was
They're
all
all women.
The wise waitress.
Thank you, wise lady.
Excuse me, I caught you blinking from across the room. Are you blinking at me because your date is a freak?
Cut to the oh god, I forgot his name. The mayor of
Oh,
the
right.
Cut to,
given
cut
this.
to Lord Neverember.
All right. No, she'll go find like a bench in one of the little garden areas.
Okay.
Just sit. Keeping an eye on who comes in, who comes out, waiting for Deas and Cherry.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just waiting on Deas, enjoying the ambiance in general.
I don't think it takes very much longer for him to decide that there isn't anything else for him here. And he somewhat like suddenly, jerkily, it's just like hands on the table and stands up. And there's a little Ergonasi whoosh. A little bit ruffles the tablecloth and everything.
Okay.
Well, thank you for dinner and being more honest than your brother.
It's my pleasure. And if you need anything, let Cherry know.
All right.
And here's my card.
He, yeah, he like somewhat storms off. Just beelines for the exit.
Cherry would see this.
Then just follow along. Whoa there. Can't be running out without us. We're kind of all going back together.
He has no response for you. He's just, I guess, as you like intercept / fall into step with him, he is just like the seething is sort of slowly increasing in intensity, and he just looks like barely holding on to it, angry.
Thank you.
I just added that one.
In preparation, or
When someone screamed in the background earlier while you were gone.
okay.
Deas gets pushed into the water 200 feet below.
I presume it's a sound that I cannot hear.
Yeah.
It's a snake
it's
death
snake
scream.
falling.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay. Now, are you like quickly, like if someone's in front of you, you're not shouldering past them, but like no care?
Yeah, I'd say he probably shoulders past a couple people. If they're like exceptionally unobservant, don't get out of the way.
Well, because my thought process is the front of it's probably
Very
you know,
fast.
so people are probably just kind of like enjoying the atmosphere outside.
He ruins the app.
You're just gonna freaking throw someone off the edge.
How would you? Okay, well, something definitely seems to be bothering you.
Where's Elle?
Probably at the end still.
And he continues marching. Please.
All right. So what happens?
You'll definitely see this by now.
No. What happens first to this, or do I get jumped by Neverember's men?
Huh? No, you're left
that
alone,
we never see
Iryne.
you, and I went, oh, she just went home.
Yeah, just dragged away. Well, those are Black Ops hitmen.
We're having this, and then in the background, 3 men are kidnapping.
Iryne.
If Iryne is silent, that means Iryne was silenced.
No, so if I see him, she'll float up next to him.
He is just like Cherry, other than his one question. He has nothing to say to you either, I mean.
Do I need to go beat up Cherry's boss?
No.
Do I need to beat up anyone?
He doesn't answer in it, but he kind of pauses like he's considering it. You get the vibe that he is on the fence.
What did she say to you that got you so upset?
I could make a guess.
He continues striding forward a few steps, and then abruptly turns to face you, Iryne, and just like the 180 spin, and it's like probably one of like the angriest looks you've ever been pinned with in a long time. L is the Crimson Wolf.
Huh.
You're not gonna try and kill her, are you?
He gives you a somewhat disgusted face, and then he just turns around again and continues heading towards the inn.
She will kill you 3 different ways before you can even do damage to her, Deas. And even if you do kill her, we saw her die once already.
Then she won't care if I kill her an extra time.
I don't want to see you get killed trying to kill her.
Then don't let her kill me.
Are we towards a more, a less populated area by now? Like, are we off?
I'd say by the time you would have gotten pretty close to the bridge, that leads up to the floating island. So by this point there wouldn't be that many people. It's like around 9-ish.
Okay.
In general, only a few late nighters are actually going to be going into the Moonstone Mask.
Okay.
And does Thomas know?
Yeah, Thomas knows.
There's no way he doesn't.
And this has been your big thing to get from him, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, when this is all said and done, I'm not going to do work for him anymore.
I don't care what you do.
No, I'm only going to stick with this is because I'm a lady of my word and I already told him I'd do it. Plus, people seem to really like the Surreal lady as a hero, so getting her back is probably better overall. So we get her out of that cave, and we walk on Thomas. I have my answers. He withheld them from you. I have no reason to stick around after we finish this last job. Then we can work on finding a way to just take down L for a little bit.
Deas looks like he like opens his mouth like he almost says something, but shuts it instead and keeps it to himself.
You still look angry.
Yeah.
I said this before, Deas. You guys are the closest thing I have to family now. So I'm with you through thick and thin.
Stop. He spins on you again, Iryne.
Mhm.
Stop saying that. You are not my family, Iryne. And I am not your brother. We can't fix that loss for each other.
When you turn back around, I'm in the way, like standing physically in front of you.
No, I'm not trying to fix anything.
Isn't it, though? He sort of speaks over your shoulder, Cherry. Because that's what it seems like to me. That you're just desperate to fill that space you have left that you don't remember. And we're the people closest to you, so that's what fits for you. But that's not how it works.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Iryne.
Let
Mourn.
desperation. I did.
Get revenge.
How am I supposed to get revenge on myself? I did what I had to do. I'm doing what I can do to not turn into even more of a freak than I already am, Deas. I don't want to turn into L. I don't want to turn into this monster who doesn't feel. I want to try to move on, which is what I'm doing with all of you.
I don't know, Iryne. It seems like you are really fond of talking about how... Whatever. He like steps back from Cherry and you, and he turns around and...
To note, what I meant by that is like I'm in the way of you going forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
gotcha.
why it's fine. It's a circle and concept, but yeah, no, I'm in the way of you progressing forwards.
Well, he turns around to face you, then Cherry. And
Yeah,
he'll pause,
exactly.
and he'll try to step around you.
Yeah, I'm not letting that happen.
Where are they all
Alright.
right now?
I imagine it's like
You see that bridge on the Neverwinter map? With the
Okay, so this
in the
is
circle?
not too long after when they left the building.
Last time I've spoken about where I am, I was going into the cemetery.
Actually, I have to get
Oh,
the
right.
That was
of the
like
map
2
real quick.
sessions ago.
Which is Neverwinter.
You know what? Fine. Go get yourself killed.
He doesn't look back at Iryne, but Cherry sees
Don't ask me for
how
help
just frustrated.
next time you're in a bind. And she's gonna activate her boots, and you see her fly off. Probably towards one of the walls.
He,
No,
you said that Cherry doesn't let him, like, if he
Progress,
tries
yeah.
to step around her.
Go try and get your revenge. If I find your body in the ditch tomorrow morning, I won't do anything. Then she flies off.
Okay. He is, going to glare at Cherry. You obviously think I'm being stupid as well. Don't you think you should ditch?
No, I don't. No. Her doing that makes total sense. She's also an asshole. But I think you need to cool your head a little bit here.
He He'll close his eyes and he'll try to pretend to be calm.
Because, as you close your eyes, because what you just did with her is not reasonable. Sure, she's different. Watch it as you play away. But there's no reason to act like that. She wasn't the one that did any of this. She's only here to support you.
I didn't ask her to support any more than just as a companion in the dangerous
It's her
things that we
choice.
approach.
Like how you chose to run when things get scary.
I already apologized to you.
I'm not meaning that one time. We all have things, but there's a chance that something big and scary happens. You'll run away, and she'll run towards it protecting someone. Sure, each is their own. But that's how she is. She wants to try to be a family with people. Let her. It's not hurting anyone this minute. Sure, you probably have something wrong with that idea. Heck, I just saw you have a moment with her. But what else is there this minute? You gonna go try to kill Elle and then live on the street by yourself?
You don't think she's just gonna kill me like Iryne thinks she will?
No, because of the situation, I doubt she's gonna kill you.
Well, great. And he tries to step around you again. Then I don't have anything to worry about.
It's still stopping you at this moment. It's not the point. I understand you're angry about this. I don't know what she did, but you're hunting her down with this fanaticism.
Fanaticism.
Thank you. That makes me think it's something bad. The world's fucked. Everything's bad. I don't care if you want your revenge. I'm just saying you gotta think for a second before you start snapping at everyone.
I wouldn't have to snap at anybody if they would just let me be.
They don't want to. What you gonna do about that? You gonna fight everyone that seems to actually wonder what's happening?
I don't care if they wonder what's happening. I need her to stop acting like I am her family.
I think you are to her, is what I'm trying to say.
And that's not how family works. Is it fair for me to her to just stay quiet and lie about it?
You're correct there. And that's fine. But it's the point that little girl out there, who's still a little girl no matter what happens, is trying to find family in a world that's fucked up.
There's better family out there.
And at this point in time, we don't choose who we befriend and think is family. Not many people even get the option.
Well, then it's good for her that she has you, who is so understanding.
I'm understanding? Oh, that's actually a little bit funny. No, I'm just a person.
He just kind of like puts his face in his hands for a moment.
Okay. You do seem to have calmed down. I've taken a minute to actually let you think. Let's go to the end. And I'll step to the side.
Yeah, he takes another moment before he like scrubs his face a bit, and then drops his hands, and he'll resume the journey to the inn.
Choose our family.
Yeah.
So my question is, where does Iryne go?
She flew over. She's flying around the city and then just heading up the river a little bit.
So, what's the rest of you guys doing at 9 o'clock in the night?
I think
Actually,
Snapjaw's at the inn at this point.
That's fair.
She's just gonna fly along the river for about 30 minutes.
I'm staring up into the rain.
Which is weird because it's not even raining.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not raining.
Very terribly.
It's
not raining,
You
sir.
are.
Yeah, she's just heading this way up the river.
Turns out it's perpetually raining in the Never Death Graveyard.
All the way up there, I see.
I could believe they somehow have a spell to do that.
Yep.
I think a graveyard's the last place you'd want it to be perpetually raining.
That's why nobody
In-
goes
in-
there.
in
The
this
soil
place,
very moist.
Maybe.
Soupy corpses.
There's so much undead there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you need so much rain.
Yeah, let's slip back in.
Undead quicksand.
Yeah, exactly.
In case
don't
you
need
weren't
their eye
stressed enough in
cages.
the quicksand.
Can Iryne find like a bear to vent her frustrations on?
Where?
You want a
Not in
bear
town.
next to the city.
She wants to give it a bear hug.
She's going 30 minutes upriver.
30 minutes upriver. You know, what kind of bear you looking for?
Any kind.
Any kind of bear.
The bar is
That's
low.
that is a horrible, a very
Big.
horrible.
Something to hit. She wants something to hit.
There's an adorable black bear.
You see me in the distance.
An adult bear.
You see a bear in the distance. It's actually Ovid in a bear costume.
I'm not going to ask why you look angry if you don't ask why I'm dressed like this.
I gotta get that honey somehow.
No
That shit's
response.
expensive.
No response, you're just getting a fist to the face.
Yeah, good luck with that. My AC is better than you might think.
This is a +2
Anyways.
bear costume.
It's
Bear
it's
costume.
hide armor.
Allows me to hide.
Mhm.
Alright, so just gonna write down a magic item that is just like, you know, animal animal costume, armor.
Mhm.
Hide armor.
Let's go.
Has a slight chance to give a -1 to the oncoming attack, possibly, maybe.
Possibly, maybe. Roll a D100.
Not even a guarantee.
with your solid +6 to unarmed strikes, let's go. What are you buffering about? What are you doing? Sorry, Benji. Okay.
So bear.
How about yeah, Irene's going to vent her frustrations on a bear. Unfortunate bear. One
Poor
could
bear,
say
poor bear.
potentially a bugbear.
Oh.
You never specified.
No, this is fair. How does that go?
It's a bugbear, man. I think you
Does it
win.
get surprise on her? No, it's dead.
She's gonna walk. She's gonna walk back.
I'll assume that takes a good amount of time. Talia, what are you up to?
Just some base level training stuff. Nothing real crazy.
Training and then Hong Shmimi.
Yep, exactly.
And
Gotta get
Ovid,
a
I
little
imagine you're
Hong
not
Shmimi.
actually in a bear costume randomly in the woods.
No, I'm not.
That's crazy talk.
I'm in the cemetery.
Okay. It is a very good question as to what's going on in the cemetery, because I did not expect anybody to go to the cemetery.
Hey, sure. What's the big tower north of the right here?
North of the right here? That, I believe... What is that? That's the opposite the blue. Right? That's the Tower District, I believe. Is that the Cloak Tower?
Okay. No, but she's not gonna go back to the inn tonight.
I don't.
She's gonna find her own place to crash.
Foolish me never having a shortcut to this map. Hold on. Flag of Neverwinter. It is exactly what I said, the Cloak Tower.
Okay.
The meeting place in Citadel of the many-starred Cloak Order of Wizards.
Okay. No, she'll just on the north side of town. She'll just try and find an inn.
Okay.
doesn't wanna go back to
northern
the inn
side of
right now.
town, you can probably find something pretty easily.
Can she, if she flies up to the floating Solidite temple, what would happen? Do you think?
Obliterated.
Obliterated.
I should note your wisdom is average, not your intelligence.
Like, is the bridge there? Because she would probably land if the bridge was there,
Um,
and then walk up.
I think the bridge would be there.
What's my family talking about?
Okay.
Good question.
She would basically say, talk to one of the people there, say, hey, is there a place in the temple I can just sit? Basically ask for a few hours of sanctuary.
Just reading over something.
If they can do anything with memories, probably too.
You... It would take a bit to allow you entry.
Okay. Well, she'll and then she'll ask for how much. Once she gets up there, she'll probably ask around, see if they can do anything about some of her missing memories.
Not necessarily anything they could necessarily do about that. A greater restoration is the best that they could offer.
Okay. And how much would that be?
Let me get you a...
Because I assume component and then something else on top.
Grid restoration requires 100 gold of diamond dust. And... I want to say we're talking about 300 gold.
Okay. She'll pay the 300. I'm gonna ask if she can stay for a few hours to rest.
Okay.
And that will be Iryne for tonight.
Gotcha.
Unless someone comes to try and find her. Alright, 300 has been removed.
Gotcha. Before we move on to anything, I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh no.
Keep the drama flaring.
And just like that,
I can't believe
Mara got what she wanted.
I can't believe Deas beat me
She
to the
can't.
thing.
Yeah? Be the
That's
thing. Which
so
thing?
crazy.
The revenge thing?
No, telling Iryne to stop with the family thing.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a few choice words everyone has for Iryne at some point or another.
Trying to argue that you don't choose your
You don't
family
get to choose.
when the whole entire point of Iryne is trying to choose her family, and that's not necessarily okay. Like, you can't just tell me that. Fuck you.
You
I don't
can't
think
tell
you
me what to
understand this.
do.
My family is literally dead, and every time that you act like you're my family, that has to sit there and remind me that my family is fucking dead.
They're fucking dead, Jim.
So true.
It's a little offensive. Like, listen, we can be as good of friends as you like. We are not family. You call us family, you're gonna cause me to punch you out.
Jeez. I was just gonna say that she can't keep getting away with this from Mario. Alright.
Can't keep getting away with
She can't keep getting away with this! Can you believe that she's part of the reason why Elle is the way she is?
Yes.
Hello. What?
But she didn't
good there?
say that.
Are you okay?
Hmm?
Sounded like someone was dying in someone's background. I don't know.
Yeah, I
mean,
think that's Zombie.
Ah, okay. I just went waba as I normally do when I
Wabaz.
sit down on the microphone.
I also thought it was a
Or,
really
well,
funny bit that
um,
nobody noticed, where I was like, what's wrong with being a freak who doesn't feel pain in one of your arms anymore?
Oh no, I noticed. It was just in the middle of a moment.
Yeah.
I acknowledged.
Okay.
Dude, I wish I could not feel pain in my arm.
Yeah.
And
I
like
can't feel
the
pain in
rest
one
of
of my
my
arms.
body, but
Mostly because I don't have that arm anymore.
I think it's a
wish I
good
could
thing, though. It
just-
tells you when something's not okay.
It's,
Because if you didn't know that, you'd probably end up dead. Which is much worse than being in pain. Depends, I suppose, on level.
A little wiggle room.
Yeah. If it's a gimpy bush, the man already made a example of that one.
Hubba hubba hebba.
So, Iryne is at the temple. It takes you guys about maybe half an hour to get back. The two of you. Lights in the inn are still on. There would be a few people drinking.
Snapjaw would be one of them.
Snapjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of just going over a few things he collected for whatever information he might have gotten or not, like a map or something, at least.
Deas does instantly scan for L. Just
She is
Does
not.
Snapjaw notice them, by the way?
Yeah. It wouldn't be hard to notice anybody coming in and out. It's just a matter of if you're paying attention to them.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably pay attention if he notices anyone coming in. Give him a wave while he's taking a drink out of a mug.
uh,
I thought where Pericles was where the inn was at.
No, I'm currently referencing a different map.
Okay.
Snapjaw, I guess, sees Deas look over the room. Kind of uncharacteristically does not wave back, and if he doesn't see L, he just goes straight upstairs.
Is Cherry following after him?
Yeah, I'm following behind him.
Is upstairs past Snapjaw?
It'd be effectively like at the back of the tap hall.
Oh, so it probably would be past him then.
Yeah.
He'll like look at Cherry and he's like, "What's up with him?"
Is someone muted?
Is a Chris a mute?
Chris?
Chris is muted.
He is.
Sorry, what was that?
What's up with him?
Definitely following him, and I'll try to make a signal to Snapjaw that something's up, but besides that, just following him at his pace.
Okay. Well, Snapjaw will go ahead and finish off his drink real quick and collect his things and get up, I suppose. Follow.
Question, Deas. I'm kind of in his ear. Do you want everyone to know, or is this something you want to be more personally?
Oh, I don't care. Let them know.
Oh, well, cool. Okay.
I'm sure Snapjaw would love to hear who's responsible for his friend Ivan.
Got it. Wonderful. Okay, and then back to normal.
Yeah.
This doesn't know if L is in a room still or which it would be, so he's gonna go to Thomas's instead.
Okay. How do you approach?
I guess he's going to both knock and try the handle at the same time.
You do so, and as you knock, you note the handle is turned. The door opens as Thomas is very quick to say, "It's open."
All right, we barging. Is he like at his desk or where's
Yeah,
where's the man?
he is currently at his desk, which is more of a constant. You, except for like maybe one case, you've never seen this man sleep.
Ah, okay. He'll head right on over there, his hands on the desk. Room's Ellen.
3 down the hall. What do you need?
And he just U-turns and leaves.
Oh boy.
Kind of just looks at him and looks at Thomas. Shrugs.
Thomas
Go
will
3 down.
stand and grab his cane.
So you should have thrown his cane to the other side of the room. Make it harder for him to follow.
Man's on a mission.
Right. You you go down the hall. I would say
Yeah.
Snapjaw, not Snapjaw. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
brain is not working. Hold on. Draxon is on hops onto Thomas's shoulder, which
Jumping on his
as
shoulder.
Snapjaw hops onto his shoulder.
I want to see what's going on, but I don't want to waste energy. Carry me. My legs are broken, Thomas. Who looks down at Thomas with the cane? I'm a very crippled dragon. I'm missing an arm.
All right. Yeah, you get to the door.
All right. Same thing, I guess. Like, knock, try his handle. This time though, he'll call out. Elle, are you in there?
Uh-huh.
We need to talk.
Is this the thing we should be here for, then? He looks at Cherry.
So I'm more here just in case something happens.
Like what?
You
I don't know, and that's the worrisome part.
Okay.
you would hear a unlocking sound, but no footsteps leading up to it.
All right. He opens the door.
You open the door. You would see, not fully dressed up, in her standard gear. A lot of stuff is all around. Surprisingly tidy place, with everything that she seems to carry in a bag wherever it's needed. Elle herself has already retreated from the door and gone back to her own desk. She is currently only in a tank top. Though still wearing like the pants and the boots of her normal gear. Seeing that, you would note the mechanical arm.
Man.
As well as her left. Looks shape-wise human.
Okay.
But as if by, I'll say, the green caused by metal being consistently on skin.
Oh, when you're wearing a really shitty, like,
Yeah,
Drink.
or like a really bad like belt buckle or something.
Hmm.
Low quality metal that like just dyes the skin.
so does your skin.
Yeah. All the way up her arm, and like at the ends, like scratches, going all the way up to her neck. What do you want?
He did a pretty good job, like, sort of, at least being calmer than he was when he immediately left the restaurant.
Pulls out Malakarum, point blank shoots her.
If only he'd brought it to dinner.
This is an assassination pitch.
But on seeing Elle, the like anger does like snap back pretty hard. And he quickly walks across the room and grabs the front of her shirt. I can't he doesn't really have the strength to yank her around or anything. It's more of a, like, a gesture than anything.
My.
And just glaring down at her. Did you know all this time who I am?
She gives you a long look. I mean, you don't meet a lot of blue people.
He snorts. It's like he glares down at her, and the, like, fist in her tank top, like, tightens to the point of, like, shaking a bit, and it's this sort of, like, petrified by anger kind of moment where there's just, like, too many impulses to
Right.
pick one.
I'm gonna go ahead and stealth, just slowly get closer, just in case anything happens. For everyone's sake.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'll just roll it. Wow.
Damn.
Damn! He's there when he needs to be.
That way
Snapjaw is
Deas'
hovering. He is hovering. Just off to the side.
What's this about?
It's about you being the reason that Ilvain is gone, and why my family is gone, and about you having the gall to just even speak to me. You, of all people, what I've seen of your history, and with that machine, and what happened to Rio, I expect you to understand just how much it means to me. How much I want to be the one that kills you.
She continues staring at you. You note her eyes very quickly as you're talking, shifting from the regular circles in her pupils, become a little more pointed on the top and bottom. You know.
Yeah, I know. No thanks to our friend Tom.
Why not go ahead and fucking say it?
Is that you're the Crimson Wolf?
Was.
No. You don't walk away from something like that. From a lifetime of choices like that.
Yeah. You don't.
Can't. I don't know. Can I inside to see if she like at all looks guilty in any way, like self-loathing at all, or is that like apparent, or?
Well, if you're looking for self-loathing, you're gonna find it.
Okay, figured, but I don't want to like assume.
Go ahead and roll me insight.
Just to really tell how much. How. What are the depths of this well?
It's bottomless.
Might as well be.
There's only a single number. This woman is very hard to read. She is blank. Off-puttingly.
Known her to be self-loathing the entire time. You can't figure out where exactly it's coming from.
So what are you gonna do about it?
He gives her a hard look. The last time I saw my brother, he was trying to stop you. Did you? And he pauses. Like he's not really sure he wants to know the answer, but he steels himself to ask it anyway. Did you at least kill him quicker than so many others in our town died?
I've never killed any of your kind.
His expression turns, and he scowls. You really expect me to believe that?
I don't expect you to believe anything. But I'm legally obligated to tell the truth when this gets out.
Legally obligated.
I remember every face that I kill. I've never killed another Ganassi.
So, what? You're saying that he was captured then?
I'm saying I wasn't in your village to kill anyone. There was an attack at the same time. I was sent there to escort him out.
Double gasp.
I don't know
Escort
where.
him where?
I brought him to a checkpoint. Somebody else took him from there. I didn't know who he was. I just know what he looked like. I was given a description, where to bring him. Glorified courier. I never participated in the raids.
They just happened to happen when you show up.
I was responsible for a few of them, I will admit, under orders. Not proud of it.
I don't care what you're proud of.
But no, I don't know where your brother is.
He pushes against her as he lets go. You... Even if you never killed anyone in any of those towns, in those villages, you're affiliated. And you're just as responsible in that respect. Ba-dunk. You don't know where he is. What was the checkpoint you left him at?
An old cabin outside of town.
He looks like... Well, the music scared me. The high note. Just...
Sorry, my internet pooped. What did you do after you pushed her away?
He said that she was still responsible because she was affiliated, even if she didn't like actively participate in the raids.
Okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
He looks like he, I guess like sort of in waves in his expression, like he doesn't believe her, but then it's the like, but what if kind of expression, but then like, but I hate her and I think she's a fucking liar, but what if? And then he like shakes his head. You just come back when you die, right?
It's a lot more inconvenient than that, actually. I get teleported.
Uh-huh. That doesn't make me feel any less that you owe me one of your lives.
She glances behind you. This doesn't really seem like an appropriate time for that right now, Thomas.
Deas looks back over his shoulder at Thomas, and he has this face that's just like fucking daring him to take this away from him.
Which side are you looking over, by the way?
You do know doing that in here is still illegal if she's not technically dead? Or is it actually? That's a good question. I'll have to actually check that. Is murder still murder if they're not dead?
There's,
Generally, them not being dead is contingent for the process of murdering
The
them.
act of it, yeah.
There's
It would be
But he will
assault
murder
rather
a
than
body,
murder.
technically.
I think assault is still legal, whether or not they die.
Fair enough.
there's technically a thing she's supposed to read. But not necessarily sure if that's a. Yeah, this is
He has to read a fucking pamphlet.
I was accidentally or on purpose the person that killed your family member. Okay.
All right,
that's for
motherfuckers.
the
Here's your
accidental.
service announcement.
It's the it's the PSA or it's a paper version of the sex offender shuffle.
Jesus. So what? I owe you a death?
Yeah. You owe me your last death. But I'll take one now.
It won't make you feel better.
I think it will.
It seems like I did exactly what they said I would do. Make another one of me. It doesn't stop. You'll always have someone else to blame.
I can't kill her. But if I get lucky and
You're cutting out a little bit?
oh,
You is gonna be.
hello, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't kill a whole cult, but I can kill one person, and that is all that I've wanted.
She just stares. Very little emotion striking her face. Wow. I can't exactly give you that. Consider focusing your anger on something that actually matters.
This does matter.
I don't want to read the thing. She looks back over your shoulder. You don't need to read the thing. Listen. How'd you figure this out?
Sorry, what'd you say?
How'd you figure this out?
Mara told.
Of course she did. What else did she tell you about me?
She had a nice, long history of yours. About how tragic your life has been. And all the death you've caused. About Resmir and Freda. And Severin. And Ivan. She also told me how you let what happened to Orvestia happen to her. And I guess that really came back to bite you in the ass, didn't it?
She's scapegoating me for that again, huh? That one's bullshit.
Yeah? And he shrugs. Honestly, I don't really care.
While this is happening, I whisper the Snapjaw.
Snapjaw's like not near you. He is near Deas and L.
Yeah, oh, my fault. I thought it was L, Deas, and then we were all in the hallway. Never mind, that's
No,
on me.
Snapjaw's like hovering off the side. I think whenever Deas would turn, he would just scoot a little bit out of his field of view.
Okay, my
Still
fault. I thought you were
sneaking.
like right behind Deas, so you could bear hug him. That's on me.
No, he's like left. He's like hovering left side.
Okay.
Behind.
Then
Oh,
never mind.
oh
I
hi,
won't worry
Snapjaw.
about that.
Jesus, you're right there.
That's right, because I thought he took a step back. Okay, got it. My fault.
Snapjaw's lizard folk Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Fought a dragon twice. One.
Wow. Are you still holding onto her shirt?
Nah, he let go.
Okay.
A little bit ago.
She will.
Like when she started talking about his brother, I think. The kind of like,
Okay.
well, this is weird information now to distract him from being as angry as he is for a little bit.
I'm not gonna beg for your forgiveness. If that's what you're looking for.
No.
And killing me is just gonna be inconvenient. So, If you want to make things inconvenient, go ahead. And she's going to step further into the room, sort of turning her back to you.
I guess he'll look around the room, and does she just have like a dagger around or something? Because he didn't go armed to the dinner with Mara.
There's no dagger around. You would note the sword scabbard, or the sword in its scabbard, the katana she was using, sort of leaning up against the desk as she walks towards the window.
Well, I guess he'll take that, as it seems to be his main option. He'll pick it up, and he'll unsheath it. And sort of, matter-of-factly, go to her at the window. And he'll take her shoulder and turn her. Because he wants her to look at him. And
I got something about late finish.
he'll look at her for a moment. I always felt like you got it. Like you understood what made me angry. And I really hate the reason why that is. And he'll brace the tip of the sword against her stomach and push his way into it to stab through her.
Shade.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has taken like the opportunity to kind of have a lead up and like is doing this slowly.
Yeah.
And like the fact Snapjaw has been very much on like the alert and then not the alert. When he pushes it against her stomach, Snapjaw would like to full on body check out of the way and take the attack in her place. And because of this, I will allow Deas to have a sneak attack if you allow this on it.
Triple gasp.
Okay.
Gasp.
I will give him just the hit in general.
Roll me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration, by the way.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics? Whoa! Yeah. No, this is not acrobatic. This is full-on body shoving her out.
Body
this
check.
This is shoulder check.
She ping-pongs around the room after. She's out.
She freaking goes onto the bed. Bed breaks.
All right. You rush up. Your footsteps went silent. Now you pretty much wake up anybody that's resting here.
Yeah.
As you push her out of the way, Deas, can you roll your Can you roll me You don't have an equivalent weapon.
Mm-mm.
It is
I am
actually
gonna go ahead and take
is-
off the shield, by the way, so he has to hit the 20. I'm full on willing to give an advantage
If
to whatever on
you-
this.
Good job.
Oh, I can't turn dual wielding off shade. It won't let me.
Help,
Wait,
I'm
did
just too
Snapjaw-
strong.
Did Snapjaw react to the fact of
Yeah, no,
Owl
Snapjaw's
killing-
been like listening to a lot of things, but like he reacted, he perked up, but he was also in the situation of that in the flood of what's happening. Of,
Yeah, I
like,
know. That's why I was like, did you even have a second to comprehend that?
Yeah, no, he did, but right now this is more precedent.
More precedent. Yeah, of course.
So you, Deas, you are aiming for the kill, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you're trying to kill
not
her.
really. He's trying.
Yeah.
He was trying to kill her, but really, he wanted to like her to
Give her a
suffer
very
through
shitty
it.
wound.
So he's kind of
A
like
stomach
more
wound.
more stabs were gonna come, but so like the precision didn't matter that much, but you know he did ultimately.
You had
attempt
it
to kill her.
lined up.
Yeah, like lined up because yeah.
I'm
Also
gonna
'cause it's
say
a weapon.
roll the damage, or roll the attack roll for your rapier, and add 2 to the roll. Or just
He should add 3 just so it gets through the dual wielding since I can't turn it off.
I have it on skip.
Do you have it on skip? It's not showing on my sheet.
It won't.
Oh, okay.
The combat tracker is skip.
Yep. It's it just doesn't show skipped effects, but it will statistically work. Go ahead and roll with advantage. We're mostly seeing for a crit. I'm going to say you will hit Snapjaw regardless.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the juicy crit.
Oh, I hit advantage. Yeah.
You
I had
have
disadvantage?
disadvantage. Why do you have disadvantage?
prone?
Because you're
prone.
You're
I'm
prone.
prone. He spent the whole
Can't
session
even
on the
see
ground.
what the
You're
first
you're
roll is.
emotionally on the ground. Just roll roll a second d20.
And plus 11 is going to be hard to miss to begin with.
Oh, we're just roll another d20.
Yeah, just roll another
Yeah.
d20.
Tink.
Well-
Destiny.
It's a good thing you're hit. I mean, it's not a good thing.
Non-resisted attack.
Apply your sneak attack. Well, I mean, I'm gonna let you apply it anyway, even though you wouldn't be able to, because
I'm
this
giving him
is a long sword.
I am definitely not protecting myself.
The sneak was
What?
on Snapjaw's part.
He is flat-footed.
I'm flat-footed.
I
And
need to
being
check
Am I
rolling-
something.
No
rolling-
dexterity to AC.
Yeah, I'm like, am
That's
I
fair.
rolling rapier damage plus my sneak attack? What am I?
Hold on, I need to roll. I need to look at something. Because I just remembered what weapon it is.
It's a longsword, ain't it? Oh
Yep.
no!
Okay.
It's
Oh
flat
no.
sword.
It's that sword! The sword that evolved from a vicious weapon to a very vicious weapon.
The
Can
sword
you-
suddenly detaches into a mouth.
In addition to the sneak attack, can you add 7 to your modifier window?
7. Okay. And am I just rolling rapier damage?
Yeah, rapier
what?
damage because you're one-handing it.
Ba-doop.
Wow.
A gentle
roll
sneak
any of those.
attack. I thought I could only do that with the ranged weapon.
It's
Piercing
piercing
weapons.
because you have piercer.
Oh, it's piercing, isn't it? Okay.
Nice. 9-3.
So
29.
29.
29. So I'm just gonna blap, and then what was that? Bah. Is that the damage of 87?
Damage 87.
Is that the stab of 87?
It's a lot.
So
of
this was
damage.
like supposed to be like a gut kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But El's gut is different from where your gut is.
That's
No, I would like it not to be because I think Snapjaw's taller than her.
Yes, that.
No, but
Well, say
Snapjaw is like taller
You're coming
by 2 inches.
I would like it to still be gut.
Pretty good.
It would
You're-
still pretty much be
You're
the gut.
coming
You're
in
good.
From the side,
Yeah.
so it's
I'm
not like
coming
you're
in from the
getting
side, so
stabbed
I'm a
right
little
off.
bit. I'm a little
Crouched
bit
a
like
bit.
crouched
Yeah.
down. That would be like a liver.
You're like football angle, you know.
Yeah.
We're not turning Snapjaw into a eunuch.
As
What a way to
you
go.
Yet.
you feel your blade, you feel your, not your blade.
That blade.
You feel this crimson blade, hit its mark, but not the mark you intended.
I like to imagine that because like he was not focused on defense, this like goes in and Snapjaw like basically whatever few inches is left between the wall and them maps
Yeah.
into the wall and slides down, holding his side.
Cast. He is shook. Keeping. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He does gasp. And he'll he kind of jerks back, I think. Yanking it back out.
Does he drop the weapon?
Huh?
Does he drop the weapon?
No. He kind of breathes heavier for a few breaths and just snaps a bit, I think, and he's gonna whirl to the side and you knocked her onto the bed. Just gonna try and stab down on her again. This one is
You-
more like desperate. This is just like a feral attempt at stabbing her.
You took the sword out of him, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab that blade.
At this point, I think Elle is going to try to intercept.
Okay.
As...
Her odds are good.
Yeah.
Her odds are good.
As her arm is going to transform, and she is going to be actively dodging, I think. So if you want to make an attack roll against her, do so with disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll cancel it because he's using his inspiration. Because why? Of course he fucking would. What? No one else in the world would he rather use inspiration on?
While this is happening, I'm looking over at Thomas, just seeing what his reaction is.
His eyes are narrowed.
Oh, I missed thing. Ah, Destiny.
Oh my god, that's an automatic miss. I thought that
Elle-
was 7.
Elle is going to catch your arm, and she's going to twist.
Ah.
And
He's very easy to twist.
It's gonna twist it.
I think like before she does anything further, Snapjaw is like still one hand on the side trying to get up and prevent her from like hurting him, like grabbing her arm.
Sorry, I just love the idea of this intense moment.
You are lucky I'm not the one holding that sword. Because then I'd be forced to kill you.
You know what? Snapjaw's just gonna fucking full on chokehold her against chokeholder after she says that.
We're talking like full Nelson behind the back. one
No,
arm up
just
and-
like one hand around neck.
Oh, okay.
Not like choke, but like restrain.
Holding her up.
Not even that.
All right.
Do you want me to roll athletics or something, or?
No, she's not gonna stop it.
Okay. All right. You are both getting out of line here. I didn't know what the hell was happening here, and I had a lot to process.
While
But
he's
no
doing
one.
that, I'm gonna actually grab Deas to try to pull him away too.
You sit right there. Don't move, any of you.
Why
Okay.
did you get in the way?
I don't know, Deas. I honestly don't. I saw the situation. Jerry said nothing about what was happening. But I could tell that whatever was gonna happen, someone was gonna get hurt. And I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
He's gonna struggle against Cherry. He's like real wound up at this point.
Oh my god, what are we making so much noise about?
Just go to bed, honey.
Hi,
As
Talia.
we're struggling.
Talia walks in, seeing like everybody around the door. There's Deas probably like lower to the ground, I'd say. And okay, guys. L being held up by Snapjaw.
It's not lift up.
Oh my god, there's a bunch of trouble, and it's not Iryne for once.
Oh, by the way, she ran off. We'll have to worry about that later.
That's great. What the fuck is going on right now?
Deas has a bloody sword. Snapjaw is bloody.
I think at this point also, like, you wanted to get away from Jerry, right? I think we should probably resolve that first.
Yeah, he's trying.
All right. Are you actively trying to do a grapple? Also, you ticked on an inspiration, by the way, as opposed to ticking it off.
Oh, whoopsies, you're right. I was like, if it's full, I've used them all, just like my bombs. Sorry, I was thinking about it backwards.
That's right. Yeah, just a grapple because I'm trying to get some to pull them away, so they're a little bit of distance between them.
Man.
I can contest with.
But then Snapjaw was like, stop. So I'm just kind of like holding him.
Alright, but Deas is trying to get out of your hold. So do we
He
contest?
goes from a grapple to a hug.
Oh, because that's ever worked on him.
Oh boy.
I'm joking.
Careful, Cherry, you might end up with a sword through your gut next.
Cherry can't keep dying.
You can't keep
And
getting
You
He
away
was
can't
from
full
possibly
twice.
do enough damage unless he crits.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do I roll
great.
acrobatics against you, Cherry?
That'd be the idea, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's my thing. I didn't see you.
I didn't roll yet because I was.
Oh.
I can't remember if it's.
It's a 16, not the 3. I don't think you're
You're
beating
gonna
that.
make it no matter what. That's why I was.
he's a wiggly boy.
That's why I was seeing what you were gonna do because my bonuses are nowhere near. So okay, yeah, you make it out. So yeah, just like I go to grab, Snapjaw's like, stop. I kind of just arms are around and you kind of just shimmy out.
Yeah. Okay, so Snapshot says some stuff, and Deas is doing the struggling during the start of it, and then he breaks free. And there's about 2 seconds where he considers listening to Snapjaw, and then he decides not to listen to Snapjaw, and he's gonna try and stab L again.
Okay.
Yeah.
One moment. Hey, don't give me that error. Bugger off. Deas,
Yes.
can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. Wisdom save.
Not bad.
Remarkable for his state.
All his rage is collected in one place.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
As you feel some form of magic try to go over you as you hear Draxon whisper some words from Thomas's shoulder as he fails to cast Hold Monster on you.
Wow.
Wow, you
Because
became a
Jackson
monster.
packing.
Oh wow.
It's only Hold Monster because he doesn't have Hold Person.
The whole monster takes care of a lot of things there than undead.
So Thomas,
That didn't work out.
Stop this. Let's
Captain.
continue.
Do I roll again to hit L? Or is someone else going to try and stop him? Because that's what he's trying to do. We're at the childish stage.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Thomas is going to move up very quickly. Go ahead and make your attack.
The famous Thomas Perry.
Another
Oh
one!
my god.
Oh my
God, you
goodness,
suck at
he's
this.
just bouncing back and forth between
You're too angry. You're just like swinging
He
a
is.
rapier.
Okay.
That's not what you do with a
Just
I think
rapier.
Snapjaw wants to grab him by the neck too.
Go for it. Do it. Like a little
what's
fucking
happening
Kit
first?
Kat.
what is happening first? Please
Yeah.
explain.
What's happening first? Explain to him.
Is Thomas is going to use his reaction to Agile Retort.
Uh-oh.
As you suddenly find the weapon disarmed. As Thomas
Ah.
catches it from the air. That's enough!
He'll whirl on Thomas, and he's just gonna like yell back at him, and just like, "Why are you all getting in the way with something that she agreed to?"
Because it's stupid!
He looks at you with like so much vitriol, Snapjaw.
No, not just because of you. You're both stupid.
Be right back.
Cherry dip down.
No, I understand. I understand, Diaz. But I think you are both acting like children, and I think the way she's going about this is not helping.
He is disarmed and I think reduced to just heavily breathing, trying to think of something that he can do to get what he wants and not able to do it.
Drops L onto the ground for a moment. Pick yourself up.
Elle will stand.
You... both of you. I understand what it's gotta feel like. And I don't blame Deas in the slightest. You were there at the castle. You understand that I know what revenge is like against someone. And under normal circumstances, I think this would be a problem that no one should have gotten in between. But now everyone's in between because no one explained anything. No one wanted to talk before everything went down. And Deas, you got your conversation. But I think throwing a tantrum in front of everyone for it was not the way it should have been. Is that what you want? To rage out at everyone?
I didn't ask for you to follow me.
No, you didn't. But this is your response to it. And you looks out. What the hell's wrong with you? I've got questions concerning what you've done, but right now I don't think that's... You think throwing away your life for someone, give him a shot, is atonement, even if you come back? Do you think that's not just spitting in someone's face? Just let them kill you? And then turn around and go double face, double standards towards it. With I'll kill you if I was the one holding the sword. It's clearly where I'm standing right now. You have a lot of pent-up issues that you're looking for an outlet for as well. And you're done taking it on yourself. So when someone finally takes it on you, you think it's okay to finally let it out on them. Now John just kind of looks just in the middle of the room at this point. Just down, sighs, snorts, and catches his breath. I don't know what it takes to solve issues between people. I don't. I'm the first one here that probably can admit to that. But I know whatever's happening right here is not the way to do it. I don't think with my head very often well enough that compared to others, but I think with my gut. And that, I don't think has made me make too big of a mistake up to this point. My gut gotta take a hit for my head. Then I'll gladly do that. If that means that whatever happens here isn't something everyone regrets. And Deas, it's okay to be angry. No one should have the right to tell you it's not. No one should have the right to get in between your emotions and what you're feeling, or to dictate them. So yeah, you hate her for what she did. If she explained it. That's normal.
Hey, looks back at you, Snapjaw. And he kind of simmers down a bit. Still angry, but hearing that, hearing the affirmation that he can still be angry kind of brings it down a little bit. And then he'll look aside.
Hell. I don't know what this parchment is, but it seems to be important to the issue. And I think you not wanting to read it is kind of running away from that. So it's taking responsibility. So if that's a thing that needs to be read.
It's not new information, but okay. She
Hi there. My name is Al. The Waterdeep
will. She will. Snak.
Killer.
She will go to her desk if she's allowed.
Yeah.
And,
She's on her own feet, man.
Yeah. And pull out this little card. That she sort of unfolds into a larger piece of paper. So you discovered my secret that I was the assassin working for the cult of the dragon named Freda Cross, also known as the Crimson Wolf, also known as Massive Traitorous Bitch. If I have in any way affected you during this time by killing a loved one, allowing your home to be raided by cultists, or some other heinous action, I am legally obligated by the Council of Waterdeep to apologize and will seek to reconcile any damages where possible. I am already actively receiving legal punishment by way of service to the Council of Waterdeep and am under constant supervision using divination magic to keep my actions in line. I was undercover in the Cult of the Dragon as the Crimson Wolf to gather information for the Council, and very few decisions at that time were my own, including any slight toward you. If you seek recompense through monetary value, you should seek your nearest representative of the Council in government's locations in Waterdeep. I do not have any money of value to give you. If you instead seek revenge and intend to kill me, you are free to try, though you are warned that doing so will only hinder me temporarily due to my revenant powers. I must once again iterate that I apologize for any slights against you during my time as the Crimson Wolf. I am seeking help from professionals and will serve the remainder of my sentence behind bars once my service to the Council of Waterdeep is complete. Thank you for your time and understanding.
Snapjaw was like looking in the middle of the room still, just like straight ahead, looking down. Just
That's beautiful.
I'm seeing.
So
you know what?
Okay, well that
I get the
explained
sense.
maybe a quarter of what's going on.
You know what? I think I understand part of the reason what is happening here. And I think Deas just doesn't look to Deas, but just says it while he's looking in the middle of the room. For what I got, a lot of this is because you found information that someone else gave you, a third party, that Thomas didn't tell you. And I think the issue is communication here, with Thomas not saying things to people. So I'm just going to say it out loud. And this is going to be the best revenge you're going to get all night. He looks straight at Elle. Thomas has a way to bring Rio back, but the Cult of the Dragon stole it, or the Remnants. And we're setting out to get it.
And that's where we're gonna go and break.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting there like, okay, so where do we bring up the fact that Iryne might just be sleeping on the street somewhere this minute?
She's at a temple.
Yeah, she's fine.
Or at an inn or something, you know?
Oh my god, it's 38 minutes past 9.
Yep.
Snapjaw
Man.
just like, I like the secrets are just bad news. Let's put it all
Secrets are stupid. Let's give Deas satisfaction. Destroy Elle in a way that she cannot recover from.
Nice,
Whoa.
let's go.
Wow.
And she has to sit down.
Thank you, Silver.
You're
Wow.
welcome.
Whoa.
I think it was a good. I think my idea to have Iryne go other places was a good one.
Maybe. We gotta go
Um,
get her. I think that's a future thing to take care of now, though.
Fuck.
Ooh.
That was
There's
a
a
lot.
lot of dogs.
That was a lot.
Can I get a copy of that letter?
Yes.
So who called her traitor's bitch?
Oh, behind the scenes, Draxon.
Oh,
That letter was edited by Draxon.
Beautiful.
excellent.
I love him trying to cast the spell that is like, ooh,
Yeah, it didn't work out.
I tried.
Here, I'll post it in.
Excellent.
Oh, I love her reading out that letter. What what a punishment to have it read out loud.
It is very, very good. It is so. Elle would hate this energy.
It was written to be exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just when I was writing it, I had remembered, you know, in the in like Spider-Man Homecoming,
Yeah.
the Captain America videos.
Yes. So.
That was the kind of vibe I was going for, except the person really hates it.
I like the idea of here's a list of names in towns I attacked. If they are on that list, I am sorry, but I have already... And I imagine it's a long list with some names crossed out because you've met the person that knew them.
Hiccup.
Oh, all right, we're gonna bring us to the calm. Except we get put into under the rotting pizza. That's great.
I bet they calm, and then I was half expecting
Delicious.
chocobos.
You know, you're right. You are absolutely correct.
do
We
need
need
chocobos.
some chocobo up in here.
Need some chocobo action.
Yeah, no, the entire
There
time
we
I was
go.
like, okay, there's no point in time, because I was gonna whisper the Snapjaw about the Iryne thing, and then because I misunderstood where Snapjaw was, I was like, At some point, I need to inform him that Iryne is just out there somewhere.
I'll be back.
Iryne might just get a sending wing, like, hey, you okay?
So we found out some stuff.
A lot of stuff
Sick.
while you were taking a nap. Yeah,
Sid, I hope you are prepared for Iryne to be very petty towards Deas.
that's
Let's
fair.
go.
Oh, you probably had the last moment with most characters here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Deas is going to die.
Because slightly behind the screen from Cherry, it was like, okay, one massive fuck up. She's not counting this. The going back and getting more, she's like, okay. Cool.
You know, Iryne is going to be very petty about any trouble Deas gets himself in. Oh, you need help killing that guy? I'll get him in a second.
Cherry's gone from, I'll flirt with Deas to sister time with the others. Which Deas might actually be like, oh hey, that's good. She's no longer after me.
I feel like he would be more uncomfortable with her making moves.
But that's her normal, and she doesn't give a shit about him now.
Like, Deas, being pinned by a giant boar, it's okay, Deas, you don't need my help. I don't need to care about you. You don't care about me, so why should I care?
See, I only use my inhumanly strong body to save family and friends, and you said I'm neither of those.
Did he say they weren't friends?
She's being petty.
Well, that is true. Yeah, but Iryne making the massive leap from, oh, you don't want to be my brother, you must not want to anything
Yeah, exactly.
from me at all.
You know she is very damaged goods.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Cherry had the reaction she did, and it's like
everybody suffers. Or not because you've suffered more than others.
I was gonna say that, but the thing is, Cherry knows half of what everyone suffered through, so she wasn't gonna say that just in case someone was like, "No, I'm actually totally normal."
No.
Jokes. Normal but suffered.
No, she's
Cherry might be
very
the
much-
normalist of all the group.
Yeah.
We're still friends. I'm just angry at you.
I don't.
Like, she doesn't.
Very much more.
She doesn't like. She's like very found family with the party, and it can be a bit overbearing at times, which I think is what Deas is grumpy with.
Yeah, he's been overwhelmed. He was very upset.
Yeah, and that's why Cherry was, because I don't remember specifically what I said, but it's like, if this is how she copes.
You know, it'd be very funny if she specifically. She took Fireball away and she told him this. She's just gonna switch back to it and explode as much as possible now in front of Deas.
Wow, massively petty. Let's target.
Until he apologizes, she's going to be incredibly grumpy with him. Helping you out would be what close people do. We're just friends. Work associates.
Friends don't help each other. It's not in the work contract to help out.
It's not in my contract.
We're just work associates, Deas. Only only people who really care about each other would help each other out like that.
Gets to a treasure chest. I would have my my best friend get first pickings, but here you go. Here's the gold you get.
Here's copper.
Cherry, here's the rest. Thank you.
Cherry, here's all the gems and the gold. Deas, here's the copper.
So are they just at the inn right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just at the end right now. Besides,
Me.
So that's y'all.
and you. Sorry, I wasn't counting you because you were asking about everyone else.
Yeah.
What does Ovid find during his adventures in the graveyard?
You assume that he's adventuring in the graveyard.
Bones, probably. If I had to take a guess.
Oh man, this would actually be a great chance for me to restock on weapons.
Yeah.
People
Maybe
have a
even get
fondness
some
for
special
burying
ones.
people with ceremonial weapons and stuff, and it's not like I need them to last more than a hit or two.
Oh no!
Like, a sword that shatters in one hit isn't that far apart from a sword that shatters in 3.
Hi.
It's not why he's in the graveyard.
Mhm.
Just to be upfront.
Is he trying to? What is he doing in the
Oh.
graveyard?
All this dramatic stuff cuts to him, and he's just in a graveyard, being like, "This is oddly peaceful." Well, actually, wait. It's a graveyard in this city. It might not actually be peaceful.
Oh, it is not peaceful.
It's
man.
not peaceful. At least in my experience from video games.
I went, wait a minute.
The first section of like
Of
the
the video game
Vecna
Neverwinter.
of the Vecna adventure, Eve of Ruin, takes place in the Neverwinter graveyard.
Also,
There's a whole chunk of oh god, what was it?
Also from the canonical stuff from the actual Neverwinter video game, the graveyard's full of undead that they just don't really bother to try to put down because it's too much of a risk, so they just seal off parts of the graveyard.
Isn't it also like necromancers keep going there to like break
Yes.
the dead?
Yep.
Okay.
Except for we had a lich, an archmage lich that came by.
And
And-
raised the entire graveyard and a Draco Lich.
No. They brought their own army and a Draco Lich from outside. But they also happened to just throw a couple of animates over into the graveyard.
I just
enough that they did seal off parts of the graveyard. Now,
I can't remember. I
all
remember.
I will
fighting-
say about Ovid's trip is that he will show up completely wet, like he's been standing in the rain.
but it's not water.
Just to point out, Neverwinter burns their dead.
Yeah.
And it's because
graveyard is from,
of the graveyard.
Yeah. Neverwinter, the graveyard of Neverwinter is from hundreds of years ago.
Wasn't the Lich Lady like very attractive before being a Lich?
Maybe. I mean, it varies on how you feel about liches for the after part.
It's like
Your shadow is like is 12.
Alright, we'll pause the Chocobo music for now.
Feel about. I'll send
Oh.
the Snak. Like she's so.
You are starting to robot there, but Zombie.
no, I just remember. I remember her having like the gray hair and blue eyes during the fight on the bridge. But I can't remember if they ever flashed back to her back before she became a Lich.
How much time has passed since like the start of this game?
Well, a lot of this has happened in real time. So
This session or the game in total?
The game in total.
The game in
the
total.
Dragonfall. The Dragonfall.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought you meant. I knew.
How
shaped
long
the
has it
other.
taken for the dragons to fall?
I didn't actually take account of the date for when you guys killed Galadrios, so couldn't tell you.
No, like when did we get bumped off to Red Larch?
Yeah, that's what
Alright, I'm
trying to-
back.
That's what I'm
If
trying
I
to
say
figure
he
out real
didn't
quick.
date the original.
I did have a.
Sid asked how
I
long we've been
believe
doing
I did
this
have a date.
in universe.
In universe for this game?
I
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
don't remember.
Like we could backtrack, but it would take some time and math. And
It's probably 3 months.
It's been a few months.
yeah, that'd be my guess.
1490. Let me just look up the date. This episode started. Has it only been that long? So this episode 1 began just 2 days over a 10-day ago. So 12 days ago
12 days ago?
when episode 1 started.
Only 12 days?
Yep.
It doesn't sound right with our travel time. Well, we
Does
did have
not.
teleportation.
Yeah,
And
we
an
didn't have
area probably-
teleportation for a while, though.
Didn't we have like a week of downtime or something?
Before that.
Yeah, and then we had like a month of travel.
I think you guys started off like early last month. What's this? There's a red. What's the red?
What's the rest?
000, no encounters at the 10th of Myrtle. Man, I did not actually keep track of the date, huh? Shame. I think it's you guys have known each other for about like maybe a month and a half.
Okay.
So maybe more like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, some of you have known each other for about a month and a half.
Anyway, coming to the end.
Coming to the end.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey.
Hey.
We're still on break, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why conversation has been more loose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I gave you work. I gave you more work to do.
just that.
So I was supposed to read this letter before, like right after this was like, hey,
Hey, you.
the beginning of this interaction.
Yep.
But it kind of.
I don't think I have the best ability to talk, but I think I hit all the points that he thought needed addressing.
Yep.
Yeah,
How-
you did a good
How many
job.
times has she read that?
A few times.
You haven't memorized it?
It's a long, but it's a lot of words.
I do want
A
to
lot
point
of
out that
words,
Iryne
a lot of people die before that point.
was like never told Deas you're not okay to be angry. Just to think.
The issue is that Cherry led off on that, and you guys are like, "Whoa, stop! Don't go anywhere." Cool head off of me. There's a word that there is a few sentences you never say to someone who immediately gets angry. Stop being angry. Cool your head.
Mm.
No, L
And
was
it makes
not
sense
helping.
for both of them. No, L wasn't
Like-
helping. That's why he was like, I don't know what I'm angry about her for, but I'm just gonna go on because she's not helping.
Here's me trying to think of what is the worst thing that L could say right now.
That's why I stabbed your brother.
Focus on something
Ew.
that matters. That's the worst thing I could think.
It's just the
was
the
really
Yeah.
person from Roger Rabbit, but it's L.
L's lack of
I looked just like, and then puts on the mask.
Lack of
I-
acceptance of responsibility, I guess. A lack of care for that.
Lack of empathy.
Lack of empathy. There you go. That's the word.
Iryne was just very much like, okay, we'll figure this out. We'll figure a way to take care of Elle. I got you, homie.
The issue with doing that is like when someone's fuming, they will just explode if it's like that
Right.
bad. So the
Right,
best
right,
thing to
right,
do
right.
is to let them do what they need to do and step in if things are getting bad.
Right.
Like-
No, but her thing was like, he's upset, I'm gonna be ultra supportive.
That's Irene's
Yeah,
flaw.
she was very like, I'm gonna be level-headed and supportive, and then she stumbled on a
I'll
trigger.
kick her
so-
ass. Asshole, I don't want you to kick her ass. I want to kick her ass myself. Stay out of this.
Is that what made him blow up at her?
No, it was the family thing that made it. But he also
Yeah.
like the other things like where there was just kind of a like, okay, whatever. Like, you're not really thinking about what the other person is saying because you're like so like zoomed in on the thing
Yeah.
that you're angry at. But the family thing is like
You gave him a trigger, is
The
the
trigger
issue.
response,
And when he's
yeah.
already at this point of like exploding.
it's like when you stub your
And that's
toe
why
after you've had a really bad day. You're just
Yeah,
like,
that's a situation where like someone's like comes in, it's like a room full of people, and anyone can set you off. Like when you had a really bad day.
That's why it
yeah.
was post getting onto her that Cherry had a moment, and it's like on purpose, like, no, cool off. Think what you just fucking did.
That's fine. That's fine for
Trying.
Cherry. Yeah,
I
no, that's
deserve it.
acceptable.
Because it was a
Iryne-
separate
no, no,
thing.
no,
She
100%.
wasn't complaining to him about being
100%.
angry at Elle. She didn't give a shit about that.
You know, one of
Was
these
she
days I should
angry
just
at-
play like a character that's just pure wisdom to deal with these issues.
The common sense character.
I have been
therapist.
waiting for someone
Just
to-
play a cleric one day
Explode
that's just a
Iryne.
dad. The dad
Iryne
cleric.
deserves it.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this day.
I mean, we've had small moments with Snapjaw before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is with
But also-
barbarians and being dads? It's kind of like a habit we have here.
I was expecting it to be from Talia first, though.
Yeah? Oh, for the exploding thing? I mean, like Devon said, you beat... Deas beat Talia to it.
Yeah. He's been too long of pretending not to be angry.
Yeah.
Pretending not to be obsessed over this
No,
one
it's freaking...
thing.
It's absolutely okay to be angry. Freaking... If we weren't allowed to be angry, we wouldn't have the emotion to begin with, man.
But that was. But
Like,
also,
it-
you getting on
I
Natalia.
do like
Not Talia, sorry. Iryne.
both
Cherry
of
was
them.
like, okay, if I can focus your anger on that instead and get you to fucking think of this, maybe you'll cool your head.
Yeah, just
a
explode
second.
Iryne, let it off a little bit of steam, then we can think, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It was... You threw Iryne under the bus.
Oh yeah, Cherry will do what she needs to do. She's still
Wow.
angry at him, but if that
Oh, yeah.
situation works out better.
Also, the
Yeah.
absolute freaking... You have an issue with running away that's constantly repeated? Is that a vote? Who needs secrets, am I right? Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, the keep running away. Yeah, no, that one she's been holding for a second.
That one's a prod in the side
It's supposed
to
to
someone
be.
who's already... Let's just redirect all the anger towards everyone. That'll be fine. What is this? What is this? Let me see.
spread out.
Where'd he
Spread
go?
out the anger.
Where'd he
so
go?
that it
Yeah.
goes off a bit quicker.
That's
That's
not
what
how
I was
anger,
worried I can't get
unfortunately,
it back.
works.
So
Just I don't know. I think everybody would have been happier if we just let me stab her to death, and then it wouldn't have had to yell at anybody.
so that was
That's
actually,
problematic.
so the getting angry at everyone was totally on purpose. So
yeah.
everyone would also then be angry at DS back.
I think
Yeah.
that's Cherry's biggest flaw. Cherry just fucking played everyone, is what I hear. Or
Exactly. Well, at least
exactly
it
to her career
like,
path.
it
She
worked out
works
better
for
than I thought.
Mara. Same
That's a
motive.
very Mara succubus agent behavior.
Devlin, hit the button.
That's why it's like it worked out better than I thought. I wasn't expecting everyone to start infighting.
Now, Snapjaw is not a like I'm gonna be able to talk and fix things like moment. I sat there and was like, I'm not gonna say anything. There's no amount of words that I could say before he goes for the stab that could fix any amount of situation.
That's also why I was like,
After
Snapjaw, come with us, but I didn't explain anything.
Yeah,
Devon.
and he was a little bit upset about that. Because
Cherry,
it escalated.
how very sexually problematic of you.
Wow, Cherry inciting. No, it's
Devon,
just
you there?
Snapjaw's just like there's no amount of verbal response. The only thing that could alleviate the situation is taking a physical action.
I can't believe Devon's fucking dead.
He's
Right.
doing laundry. Give him a
Only
break.
once everything hit that level that Cherry goes, I'll help grab him.
Ouch.
He hasn't done it in weeks.
Right. You're right. He did say he hasn't done it in forever. On Wednesdays.
On Wednesday.
Yeah.
I do agree.
That can only mean that he hasn't done laundry since the last time he's done it on stream.
Yeah.
Sure.
It really is.
Whoa.
It really is a situation of like I know that like the only proper response, like in Snapjaw's mind, that I could come up with in that moment was like, we got to kind of just break the cycle because if he just kills her, he's not gonna really get anything out of it in the long run. He's just gonna stew on it. But if he like ends up accidentally stabbing someone else and takes the anger out on people, I think he's gonna have a very physical reaction to seeing, oh shit, this knife needs to be held carefully because I could kill someone else with it that I didn't mean to.
My
Yeah.
thought process there was
Ovid crashed
Deas
into the window.
someone else.
Yeah.
Didn't go, it's your
I'm
fault, not
assuming-
mine.
Given how
Well, at that point, Deas, that's like, how Deas will feel like, think about it after the fact, but in the moment, it's
No,
the
in the
like,
moment,
well,
it's
in for a
fine.
penny, in for a pound. I have to
That's
stab her.
that's what we can't account for. We can't account for stubbornness because we haven't seen stubbornness.
Yeah.
We can only take the actions we know. It really is just like I'm getting revenge. Oh fuck! I killed like this person's like a person that they were protecting or something or another.
Yeah.
Shade.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that's why
Did-
Cherry
did
only tried
Elle
to do
explain-
anything after.
Prior, anything about her sword? Other than the.
Snapjaw's been stabbed by that sword once before.
Yep. And no, she hasn't really explained it.
Snapjaw
You
just
could
like,
tell
oh, I
from
can
her
kind of
using it that something special is about the sword, but that's all you would really know.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
The sword did not feel good.
What's a
I
sword?
appreciate the stabbing thing with what Elle said being taken at face value.
Which one?
Absolutely.
So why, but that whole like Cherry only did anything afterwards, but also didn't try too hard. Because like, good example, I didn't use hold person on purpose because I'm like,
No, I
yes,
think
this
if
is
you
your own
use hold
fault,
person,
you're stewing in this.
I think anyone who casted a spell that was to stop an individual or like calm emotions is immediate betrayal on that individual's like in their mind. That is a
Yeah.
dialogue box in the top. Dias did not like that.
Dias
will remember
Don't
this.
worry.
I've been in that
You would've
situation
funnier-
with Elle.
Yeah.
No, I did that to Elle.
Yeah, and that was the most beautiful worst option you could have taken.
Yeah. I appreciate how similar they are.
Yeah,
I thrive on it.
I'm loving it.
Teehee.
He's very like, you understand me better than anyone, and I hate that you're the one who does. And also, you should understand how I'm feeling and let me do this because you get it.
I hope Rio is still such a
Oh
bubblegum
boy.
pop.
God, it really is.
Lucky.
Yeah, it really is. Like when you think about it, because Elle wasn't exactly the first person in the chain. Actually, the person who caused what happened to Elle was also in that circle, that conga line. Of like, I understand you. I don't like the fact that things happened the way they did. I didn't mean it.
The cycle of revenge is ever continuous.
The last person was not wanting to be a willing participant.
All right.
Len.
I think we
No.
no.
I think the early revenge plots in that were all resulted in death, though, is the main thing that should be learned.
Yeah. Yeah, that really is. It all results in death.
Aizo, immediate death.
You
Yeah,
know what they say about revenge and digging graves and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Why would
kill
I
way more
dig
than two
two?
fucking people.
Exactly.
Whatever idiot said to dig 2 graves doesn't realize how many bodies I'm willing to bury.
All right.
That's
Let's
basically
go. Everyone's here.
Eleanor List situation.
Yeah.
2 graves. Have you seen the number of names on this list?
My name's on this list.
Anyway, I think we should get back into it. I don't know how ready I am to get back into it.
Yeah, what's Elle's immediate response to that information, eh?
Okay. Just to set the
Canadian.
Set the tone back.
set the tone back.
Can you turn dual wielder back on?
No.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I'll keep it off for this for now.
Also, I'm surprised it
We
didn't
don't know
turn
who
back.
will stab.
I'm surprised it didn't turn back on. Oh, you might not have been targeted by the actual attack.
Probably not.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's gone. There it goes.
Okay. There is a pause, a moment of silence
And then Ovid walks in.
as as Elle's eyes widen, and for the first time you probably see beyond hatred the most emotion that you have seen in her face. Almost this look of confusion.
He's just looking straight at her in the eyes, man. Just like,
What?
I said, Thomas found a way to bring Rio back, and it would have been here if the Blood Talons, or whoever it is at this point, didn't end up breaking into the ship and killing everyone and taking it. And we're gonna go get it back. Thomas didn't want you to know this yet. But I'm kind of sick of what happens to people when things like this come out from people that I don't know. And I don't think I like that.
What does she mean, Scratch? Or he mean? It's true. In theory. And you weren't going to tell me. Not until I knew for certain. Well, fuck you then. She is going to take her coat and approach Thomas. My sword. What are you going to do? Give me her. Thomas will hand over the sword. She looks to the ground. Glares at Deas. And if no one stops her,
Gives her
she's...
He gives her a disgruntled look back. Just.
What are you
But he'll
doing?
let her go. He'll let her go.
Before she leaves, he says that.
I need some air.
Are you gonna run away? Again? Or are you gonna get air and come back?
I need some air. She...
Did you do it for her? Everything. Or did you do it for yourself?
What's your passive? Oh my. Your passive is 20? You notice her...
Perception?
Yep. You notice her arm begin to twitch. Close to violently. As she looks back to you, there's almost this pleading look in her eye.
I want you to answer my question. Because I know for a fact if you leave that room, you won't. And you'll be running away from it. The truth. The responsibility.
Everything was for her.
You gonna run off? For her? On her own?
I know I can't do this on my own. But I don't want you to see how I get.
Al, cut the bullshit. I think we've seen a lot of things. Not even just today. Sure, we might not know each other for very long. But I think when you almost die with someone a few times, you kind of start losing that need for discretion. I've done fucked up stuff. I don't think what you've done and what your reputation has led to can really hide anything else.
This isn't about that.
And what's it about?
I'm changing.
What do you mean?
Oh, get out of the room, out of the room, out of the room.
Let her go.
And I'm actually proceeding to light back up, being like, oh, no, 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 no.
Volatile L, don't want to stand too close.
Oh, that's not it.
Snapjaw, let her go.
I'm not the one holding her back. Because what I said to her seems to be more than whatever I can do. Words are words. Doesn't matter who says them in certain situations.
She's going to look down and then turn towards the door. I won't be back. She's going to rush out.
All right,
Say
Scratch.
will or won't?
She said, I'll.
I know. Thomas. I know a lot of people here aren't very good at giving straight answers, but do you honestly know what she meant by that? Changing.
I didn't get the diagnosis, but I have a general clue.
What would it be?
She was fused with a dragon scale. It's been having interesting effects ever since.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay.
High emotional responses trigger something.
Kind of like when I end up snapping with that dragon before. So if you take in a part of a dragon, is that worse than the blood? If it's just in there?
I wish I knew. The cases that I've seen, though, they never turn out well.
Oh. That is concerning. Oh. Hmm.
Thomas will look toward Deas and just close his eyes for a moment. Just rub them. Okay. Downstairs is probably cleared up by now. But we all get somewhere a little more spacious.
This bedroom's a mess. Says with like freaking a pile of blood on the floor.
Yeah, we're gonna I'll put a fucking hand on you. And congratulations, you have all of the lay on hands pool for tonight.
Oh, hey, 26
So we
HP,
weren't
Matt.
doing-
Thanks.
Since we weren't doing anything. Oh, I thought you got stabbed for like 70.
No, I kind of
No,
wish I
no.
did, though.
That would have been cool, but
That would have been cool. I really was hoping he critted.
listen, his aim wasn't great when
No.
you see red. You
Did
know,
you see the nat ones? You rolled them.
Oh,
Oh.
I like that though. I think that's very appropriate.
It is very appropriate.
narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the one good one in, and that's what
Mhm.
mattered.
Yeah. Can't hold him down. Too angry.
Yeah.
Okay, so has the situation cooled down?
What do you think?
So,
Cool. I'm
Yeah.
now gonna give a sending to Iryne, being like, "Where are you, hun?"
So swapping over to Iryne.
That was kind of my thought process. If not Iryne, Ovid, we get Iryne after.
The spell goes through. You don't really feel any different. the greater restoration is done by a devout of Seluna. You would get a apology for if you didn't get what you want, and in essence,
It was something I expected going in. I just wanted to exhaust all avenues. Thank you very much.
you receive a nod. That would probably take you. Oh, probably actually like outright gained to 10 by this point, because that was easily like 45 or so minutes.
Oh, that conversation took an hour.
Yeah, an hour-ish. Probably.
Yeah, I suppose it did. Very stormy outside.
You are allowed to stay in a more, I'll say, chapel-like area for a time, though you are recommended to find an inn soon, as most will be closing their doors pretty soon.
She'll jump off. She'll, like, walk towards the bridge, have her boots activate, and then she'll float down. She did not want to spook people by flying up, but she will fly down. And she'll find an inn. Set up her room for the night.
Okay. Would you say Cherry would send the message then?
More taverny than actual inn.
Okay.
And yes, Cherry's sending the message. It would be a little longer than that. It would be like, where are you? How are you? I'll see you.
I'm in town. I want to be left alone.
Second sending. Well, that's no fun. Come on. Me, you. Because I don't want to be here.
She doesn't respond.
Ah, damn it. Well, okay. I'm also not sleeping at the end of the night. I'm gonna hop into one of the other ones. / there's probably a place that the sirens can go. So
Okay.
How much for the room and how much to get just plastered?
Well, the room is simple. You'd probably find an okay, so probably a modest inn, which is 5 silver.
She's not even going for modest. She just wants a bed. Really?
an inn with a bar would be,
Yeah, basically.
which would most likely be modest.
Okay, fair.
As for getting plastered, that honestly depends on you.
Okay.
Are you in for
No
ale?
contract.
Whatever she can get her hands on.
Let's see. 5 copper per mug. I'll say it takes you until your con modifier before you need to start making checks. So you go through 3. No, not a math thing.
She'll start singing bar songs with whoever's there drinking. Basically, do the whole rowdy drunk thing.
Okay. I'll say, roll me a con check. Okay. You go through a 4th. Roll me another one. You go through a 5th.
Damn.
Can't you on purpose give yourself disadvantage if you want to fail?
Nope.
No, not
This is
that
entirely your bodily constitution.
far. Doesn't it go up, the DC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, that's 6. And on the 7th drink, which is 28 copper down the drain.
That's not a lot of copy.
It's almost 3 silver.
She'll pay the, but I'll take the 3 silver off.
Okay. You
Most of
feel
it is
yourself
silver.
getting dizzy.
How badly is she belting some of these
Roll me
bar
performance.
songs?
As good as your drunken ass can do.
Okay. Okay. She'll probably retire after an hour or 2 of
Okay.
partying.
Actually, think about it. What Cherry will do, we'll head off to one of the Sirens' locations and be like, I need you to find, and then just see if they can find Iryne overnight. She'll pay if she has to for that.
What do you want me to roll to see if I end up going to a siren establishment?
Roll me a D100. That sounds funny.
If it's a 69, it's
If it's 69, it's 100%
If it's a
guaranteed.
69, you somehow find yourself in a brothel and didn't notice.
You know, that would drag
He was
for
so
her.
down. On your left.
Man, everyone here's so attractive. Scantily clad.
Man, this alcohol is really doing
Are
its
they
job
related
well.
to Cherry?
The information would probably come to you pretty quickly, Cherry.
Cool. Thank you, dear. Pay him however much it is. It probably won't be much because it's just a person, but it might be more because it's quick. And then I'm gonna head off to that inn.
On the house, courtesy of the mistress.
Of course it is. Then yeah, no. Then I'm gonna go to that inn. I may not specifically go to her, but I'm being at this inn, so if anything happens, I'm there.
There's like a solid dichotomy of like horrible person between Mara and Elle, and I love it.
Oh yeah. And they both have one connection. Thomas.
Poor Thomas.
Poor Thomas.
The Venn diagram is Thomas. Alright. Yeah, no.
Thomas
That'll be
will.
our room for the night.
Okay.
Goes off to bed after a few hours of partying.
By then, I'm probably there, but I don't specifically talk to you. I'm just like in the building, just watching you get plastered, going, "Oh, hi."
You're just momming.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, you probably talked to me at one point and didn't realize it because you were just that far along.
Man, lady, you're very pretty, and I mean a lot of someone I know.
Well, that's very kind of you. You probably should go to bed. No! Woo! Yeah, that's right.
No, starts singing.
All right.
Now Ovid fighting off just hundreds of undead.
Yeah, we just get action montages in between scenes.
So,
The swipes
Ovid,
are
you
him
you'd eventually return to the inn after wandering the graveyard for a bit. And around that time, Thomas would come downstairs, followed by whoever would follow.
Deas will follow.
Man,
He's
I'm going back to bed.
yeah, girl. Just like, all
I
right.
don't know what the fuck people were yelling about, but Snapjaw needed healing. And now we're going back to sleep.
Hands laid, we done.
How's Geo's feeling?
The drained kind of state after like a huge emotional outburst, kind of.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, now he has a
Better?
bunch of
A
stuff
little
to
bit?
think about. So like, maybe not better, but less like reckless, which is, I guess, in a way better.
Yeah.
There's
It's a little better.
a little more blue than red, but right now.
Yeah, she's
a
not
nice,
so
like-
purple.
A nice, like, bluish purple.
He will follow Thomas downstairs since, well, I don't know. He said something to the effect of like, "Let's go downstairs." So he's like
Yeah.
still interested enough to see what the hell he has to say. But
We'll follow Thomas downstairs.
yeah,
All right. You would see the innkeeper looking a little bit concerned.
Everything's taken care of for now. It's all sorted out. No one's gotten killed. It's fine.
ignore the blood on that guy.
Wasn't aware that was on the table.
And it's more on the table when people scream than you think.
Yeah, I suppose I would know that, huh?
It's on the
I'll be here if you
table,
need
it's on the
anything.
Hail.
Right away.
That's like 2 silver pieces, something. I'll remove that.
That might accelerate things.
Accelerate what?
Might be a good idea for, at least for the 3 of us to head up to Mirror Bar sooner than later.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Risk management, I suppose.
Risk management?
Take the risk. Is L.
Why us 3? Are you 3? Which 3? Which are you
Sorry.
referring to?
Drax and Elle and I.
Oh, okay. He's just like staring Jackson around the eyes because he's probably still on Thomas's shoulder this entire time, knowing for once to keep his goddamn mouth shut.
He's learning.
What's up, Blizzard?
I feel I may have had an error in judgment during that whole
Yeah?
situation.
No, I think you're doing good. I think you're doing just fine.
I would like to respectfully apologize, Deas, for trying to magically freeze you.
Slowly turns to look from where he's just been like staring at the tabletop.
You're doing
That
just
was you,
fine
huh?
being quiet. You fucked up speaking up.
Who else but Draxon?
When Jackson wants to try, that's when he messes up the most.
Oh, buddy.
Wait, you did what?
Like, that's what that was, huh?
And that's who caused it.
You could have just said nothing, and I wouldn't have known.
No one would
But
have been the
now I
wiser.
know.
And I do not have a formal apology letter written up for myself.
You can come up with a spot, I'm sure you can. I believe in you.
So, I tried to use Hold Monster on you.
Internally, Deas is like, was I a monster?
No. I'm gonna stop now.
No, I appear to have made a mistake.
No. Continue? No. I sense I have made a mistake.
No, I don't think I will.
It's okay,
Well,
Draxon.
The one gif of Kevin Levin from Ultimate Alien.
Oh, yeah.
No. I can sense I've made a mistake of some kind.
That's pretty small on the list of issues I have with people today.
There we go. Shade beat me to it.
Do you have issues with me right now? I just want to get that off the table while we're on the table.
While we're on the table.
We're at the table.
You would not
Just gonna
believe
look
the
at
day
you.
I've had.
I he like thinks about it for a minute. He's like,
I don't got any
I am
issues
kind
with
of
you.
pissed at you,
No, that's reasonable.
but I'll get over it.
It makes you feel better. I don't got any issues with you.
That's nice. I guess. You're probably one of few. I haven't been very friendly today.
You'll sleep on it. You'll think about it later.
He's gonna
Right.
look at Thomas. Your sister's a bitch.
Damn.
Most accurate statement out
Yeah.
Quietly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried to blow me up once.
Fighting.
Unapologetically,
With
too.
the Abba.
Been there, huh?
Was that with the Abishai?
Draconian. Yeah.
Hmm.
Draconian in the barrel.
And
That was
about to
probably-
in the barrel, and there was another one under the cart.
Probably,
God, I was an asshole!
probably the most clutch thing I've ever done is teleporting the barrel away so it didn't blow up our cart.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me about that. I was a dickhead to you guys in that particular house.
Yes. I had to calm emotions myself to keep me from killing Thomas.
That was the best thing you've ever done with that spell.
And then I followed it up the next arc by using it to piss off Bestia.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll get there one day.
For the record, I am sorry about not telling you about that.
You should be.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you've elected not to tell me?
Regarding your situation particularly,
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying. Trying to track down any stragglers from your village. Everything relating to the cult went up in flames, literally.
Mm-hmm.
What she said about your brother, that was news to me, though. I don't
She
even
says
think...
house on fire.
Apparently not her specific.
No,
He's
no,
very
I'm sorry.
attitude when he says it.
I just realized that she set Ivan's house on fire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow.
Admittedly, some of that wasn't actually my choice not to tell you. I'm at the whim of the Council of Waterdeep.
Great. Kind of like scrub his face, just like. All right. They seem to be really tied up in everything, huh?
Well, majority of their members are part of the Lord's Alliance, among other groups.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Hard to dance around them.
As people who
very fun
aren't
music.
beholden. It's very like positive music for like
What
bummer.
is sleepy time storybook music? What's this
Uh,
soundtrack? What's this flavor?
very
What's
cute.
this song?
14.
14, Sky's Limit. No, it's not.
I just swapped it.
Oh, now it is. Okay, or it was.
Yeah, my emotional playlist is a little bit inconsistent in the positive and negative vibes.
Yeah, I realized that was an issue, so I split mine up.
Is there anything we can do as people not beholden to them to help things along?
Well, the biggest problem out there is these wearers of black. They're the ones that are most trying to follow up on the Cult of the Dragon's will. So, I'll say in Elle's words, they're the target of my crusade.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I didn't know how big this would get.
I don't know, Thomas. It's almost like every day for the last year and a half, I've done very little other than think about how much I want to kill a specific person. You didn't think that was going to be a small thing when I found out, surely.
No. Frankly, I should have known that when Mara would get involved, she'd let that fact slip. I always suspected that she had an idea. Just for the record, she's no more innocent.
Mara's no innocent.
Not even close.
Yeah, I think I picked up that little fact.
She was always devious, but even when we were kids. Like stirring up chaos.
She's good at it.
Hmm.
I'm sure it works for her, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if this is a good time, but I just realized I was zoned out for a moment because I just started thinking about like, wow, all the shit that she actually's done now that we've had this information. But also, is gonna be okay to have Jerry around with Mara?
That's not really my
Like Jerry
decision.
hasn't been a bad person, but
She's undoubtedly been reporting to the mistress. It's whether or not Mara's involved in all of this. I have my doubts. She seems to have distanced herself from the cult.
yeah, but like, if this is what happens after like a single conversation with her, I think she doesn't really need to be a part of the cult to do things that mess us up.
Trust me,
Doesn't even really need to do what they do to do that.
I know. She's hard to touch. And my own obligations make it hard to do anything. But she called me into goody two-shoes.
You kind of are.
Comparatively, you're a damn angel.
In some ways, it's almost detrimental to yourself.
Well, what are devils but fallen angels? Don't answer that.
I was gonna say beings from hell. Having us.
Yeah. If this changes anything, that's fine. I'm not expecting you to stay on this. Frankly, I wasn't even expecting Castle Neratar to be related to everything. Which, frankly,
That was goodwill then.
shows- Yeah,
Okay.
it honestly shows how deep this all goes. Honestly makes me think about a few other places. Places
Wow.
connected to the cult. Once used as bases.
Be right back.
Oh, there he goes again.
Oh,
There he goes.
Gone.
So if they go back to Castle Neratar, where they once inhabited, I wonder if they would...
You had a portal. They had a portal there to like.
Hmm.
You got let the others run through.
What she said about your brother, Deas, that makes me curious.
Hmm. What about?
If they specifically took him out, escorted him away from the village, is he still around?
I know this is kind of a sensitive topic for you, but what exactly does your family do for them to want to kidnap your brother?
Just demolitions. We just worked with the miners. I don't know why him. I mean, he was always clever.
Well, they wanted demolitionists. You'd imagine they needed to blow up something.
Hmm.
I don't know a lot of demolitionists.
I don't know. It could be something else. He was always talented at picking things up. I'm more curious than was good for him. But I don't know why if he was still around, why he wouldn't show up.
I mean, what did they normally do with people they kidnapped? I know, like, they enslaved us before.
Yeah.
Some of them were forced to join. Others were experimented on.
What do you mean?
There was this laboratory down south. It's Resume's. It's where we found Ovestia. Rescued her, if that's what you want to call it.
So wait.
It was bad.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm just... You continue real quick. Hold on.
They were experimenting with dragon's blood, turning their prisoners into these draconic beings. Somehow modified whatever experiments. Noah's brother was one of those experiments. So was Orvestia.
I don't know who Noah is.
You never met him, but he was my partner for a while there.
Oh, he's a good keeper.
Yeah. We had some good times. Had to come to an end when I got small.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And also that just kind of caused a chain reaction of various things, and we don't know where he is right now. That's
So wait, they experiment on people there with what you were saying, like something dragon?
Dragon's blood?
Dragon's blood.
there was this fountain that was built out of a effectively a undead-like dragon. It was killed. Finally put down, I should say.
Was it undead living? Like you say a fountain, so like
It's blood that was
Blood.
constantly gushing, you could say, was being
Oh.
used.
What
oh,
happens?
that's fucked up.
What happens to someone?
The common outcome is a half-dragon. However, I'm not meaning to scare you.
He sits up straighter.
I don't think that's the fate that was bestowed upon your brother. If they specifically escorted him out of the village and didn't just capture him, shove him in a crate or something and bring him to that laboratory, they needed him for something. And they might still need him for something.
So
Right.
their options were to turn people into dragons or recruit them. And you're saying they might have brought him to the laboratory used to make dragons.
I don't know.
I've lost the train.
The laboratory
Yeah.
is just another train of thought.
Okay.
I don't want to keep your hopes up, but I'm saying there's a chance that he's still out there.
Yeah, I'd have thought you were trying to get my hopes up before. But now. He looks troubled by the idea of, like, oh, potentially he's just been, like, suffering all this time, his brother.
So wait a minute. So they brought Vestia there, but she was alive, but they... So why did they take her?
Unfortunate circumstance. Wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay.
We were ambushed in Waterdeep. We lost track of her. It was late at the night, and we were all separated. No one could have known.
So did they experiment on her?
Yeah. White Abishai blood.
Oh.
Tiamat's
So demon things.
fiendish dragon spawn. What was his name? Called him Clarence? Yeah, Clarence. Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah. Something like that guy, but the white ones are much more vicious. And, well, that's after Orvesti was broken. I wasn't really there for the encounter, but she was broken.
And that's supposed to be Elle's fault, from what it sounded like before, but that's bullshit according to her.
I'm not really sure what to think in that matter. I've had it explained to me several times, and there's a lot of people to blame. Elle, for one, for not really helping when she had the opportunity, or making things worse depending on who you ask. Rezimir, who got her comeuppance. Me for not prioritizing finding her faster. And Mara for sicking her succubi on her.
God.
There's a lot of factors that created the thing that killed Rio.
I'm heading off for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
Night.
Night.
So what I'm hearing is that she's got fiendish dragon blood in her.
Yeah. Yeah. And who knows what else now.
You mean now?
You saw that memory, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much Elle told you. That was Orvestia. Was.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's complicated and probably more so now. But if anyone's responsible for that, I feel it's me.
Should have been there. As well.
I'm not going to blame me for not being there. For creating that thing, I mean.
No, but I should have been there to help.
You had your own priorities.
Yeah.
But very least, I don't know if bringing Rio back will make things instantly better.
Well, in order to bring Rio back, we would probably need to get past Sorvestia.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping to figure out a little more in Mirabar.
Is there something in Mirabar for that?
There's plenty in Mirabar. Army of dwarves? That's not going to work out.
Not sure if you can get dwarves. Well, okay, they're dwarves, though. They really do hate dragons.
I do.
You can get one to make a dragon demon slaying sword or something.
Wow. Wouldn't that be convenient?
Yeah.
There's plenty of opportunity up north, and generally getting a idea of the situation up there. Plus, from what I understand, she's not always in her lair.
Oh, so you're going to Mirabar to kind of scope out to find the opportunity to go in and yoink Rio.
Yeah. In essence.
Okay.
How well that's going to go, I couldn't tell you.
I like the plan. Because as far as I'm aware, she broke your leg and curb stomped her foot through Elle's chest. Or head. I forget.
That's one way to put it. Definitely felt like a curb stomping one when we were there.
And that man. The fox.
Hanzo?
Did Jux. I'm not sure if anyone referred to him by name in the. Oh,
That was the
the
dragon scholar that he was mentioning that we
Yeah.
don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Hanzo, Rio's father. Good man. Frankly, there are a few people that I wish I could track down at this point.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe the old, don't really remember what their title for him was, but he once wore that white dragon mask.
Those are the guys who like wear purple that you were mentioning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wait, aren't they issues? Oh, that's what you described him as just like a few minutes ago.
No, this guy, Loesch, White Mist, he's a complex person, to say the least. He'd be a hell of a help if he were willing to cooperate.
What do you mean? Was it likely?
Maybe, if he knows what's at stake. I don't even know if he's still alive. He might have been at the well.
Okay, so he's aware of purple, but he's not necessarily on their side.
He wasn't aware of purple. He was another factor. He ended up with one of the dragon masks. Then he got ousted.
So he's a traitor.
If he was even on their side to begin with.
So he's like L.
I have no commentary on that matter on a deeper level than position.
Fictitiously.
Yeah.
This has been a very informative conversation. There's so much that I've learned tonight.
What an educational and unproblematic night.
Nothing bad would ever happen on this night.
Whoa,
No.
it's almost like freaking the lid exploding off the crock pot kind of leaves it to boil over a little bit.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
The best part of this night was this information and the food at the Moonstone Mask.
Wow. This is what we get for just constantly asking, what's that? What's this? Look, I'm not a smart lizard, but I understand that the smart people ask questions. The wise people ask questions.
Yeah, all you need to know.
Well, it's how most mysteries get solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the docks where we learned information by searching for... You get the point. Alright, so we know... I mean, if you have more to say. I was just gonna say, we know that...
It was a DM side thing, don't worry about it.
Okay. So we know that Deas's brother wasn't killed by Ellen, which is good. Not so good that he's captured, and probably maybe alive. That's speculation, but it's a chance. It's opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We know about Arvestia now, which is the person that killed a lot of you guys. Points to Thomas. Wow, that must have really put a wrench in everything, huh?
No doubt.
So we know more about her and what she's about. We also know now that we're not just gonna run in, because it sounds a little bit dangerous, but it's not the first time we've done something like that. We've got a plan. And we know that there are some people still around that we might be able to get to help that's just as good as what we lost before. Well, one person. You said some people, but you only mentioned one.
Yeah. Loesch is the most likely, that's all I'll say. I'm not gonna hold up my hope for the others.
Okay. So, Luskin... and then Mirabar. I get the sense that Elle probably wants to say something when she gets back. Yeah, well, I can already hear her. Oh, I can already hear her outside, screaming to the moon.
At this rate, I think I think Shug needs a credit in the description.
The voice of Elle background.
Yeah.
The voice of Elle's internal and external torment.
Yeah.
/ Deas, as I should also say.
Yeah, I had one or two of those.
The voice of internal / external torment.
Well. Feels like, unless there's any other questions, some of us more than others should probably turn in.
Yeah. I'm already on my third ale.
Deas been thoroughly just like zoned out staring at the table for like the last 10 minutes. Just
Don't worry, that was Snapjaw for a moment when he realized what freaking everything Elle actually did. When he got a chance to process. Oh my god, she set his house on fire. Holy shit, she killed her friend!
yeah. Just getting like the big cat eyes, just like whoa.
It's just like the
together.
the ooh ah
Ooh.
ugh, mouth open, eyes a gap.
He'll place a hand on Deas' shoulder as he goes to stand up.
Now roll insight. Not for Thomas. To figure something out.
Yeah.
Get some
Hello?
rest.
Shakes him out of his thoughts a bit. He just hums.
Knowing what I know now, it's a lead. If I can find more, I'll try to find it.
You're still the only lead I have, Thomas.
Oh no, where's Iryne?
I think we probably saw Cherry leaving, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
probably suspects Cherry is their girls' nighting it.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
If I were to make an educated guess, and if he's still alive with anyone, it's probably the Wearers of Black. I doubt he'd be with the Blood Howlers.
Oh yeah.
They're not exactly known for their subtlety.
No.
And also,
I can't wait for Deas' brother to be the new Crimson Wolf.
yeah, man.
Oh god. Oh no.
And,
Now you put that thought out. You know, they sent a ship with a letter saying, haha, we stole your thing, come get us at this said location.
Also, they mostly employ humans, so there's that.
That's right.
There aren't that many other functional fragments left of the cult.
God forbid
Meow.
they just wither away on their own. Meow.
Meow indeed.
Oh, I just keep coming back.
Well, I'll get some rest. Good night.
Yeah, you need it, Thomas.
Jackson just already asleep on his shoulder.
Oh, Mike, go pick it up at all, did it?
Got a little bit of it.
Again, he's like splayed out upside down on his shoulder, leg twitches.
Not a guilty conscience in his mind.
No.
I don't know what Draxon is equivalent to in terms of like animal ideology. Something between
Draxon is Draxon.
The ideology.
some kind of
sugar glider.
I want to say some kind of dog, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he is he has the good boy energy. We've made jokes about that in the past.
Just a silly little good guy.
Yeah.
So little boy, shake, shake. It's not even a joke. They did that at a party once.
Oh.
All right. Is there anything else as Thomas goes to walk off? Tuck Draxon in, you know?
Yeah, I got Tuck Draxon in his little hammock. I got nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Iryne.
Schlieben.
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 Ovid.
You think he's muted?
I do think so.
I was muted.
Anything of note you wish to do to end off the night?
Nothing that they're aware of.
Ooh.
All right then. Iryne,
Yeah.
Gasp.
you are
Sex
sleeping.
double gasp.
Trouble
again.
stirs. You were sleeping by this point. Trouble stirring in your dreams. You are. You feel unrested, I suppose. In the depths of your sleep, you find yourself dreaming. Once again, in that void where you had first met Johann. But you find yourself alone.
Alright, this is where you come out and either talk to me or stab me, Johann.
There's a blowing wind. The faintest whispers in the air.
Tries to listen to the whispers.
Roll me perception.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Okay.
Hey.
I've not had a chance to really use it.
27.
Ooh, neat that.
Eventually, as you listen in, you get a glimpse of somewhat of what these many, many whispers are saying. Varying tones, varying cadences. You hear... I need to get a name real quick. You hear several times over, "She's coming. She's coming, she's coming, she's coming. Oh, Seer Tiathar." Many times over. The blood's fate will be met. And the Queen of Apocalypse will arise. As soon as you understand those words, you feel a presence behind you.
Whip around.
You whip around. Who are you expecting to see?
Herself. But altered in some way.
You see this gargantuan being. Multi-headed. This dragon, this creature that spewed out of you back in the Walk of Rendvire, but given full form. And while whole, it doesn't appear fully formed. It's much more red in hue. And there's something at its core. You can hardly make it out.
She'll try and walk towards it. Closer to the core.
As you walk towards this, you feel a hand grab yours. Not yet.
Why not, Johan?
Destiny will come soon. A Seer Tiathar awaits. Feel the pressure on your hand leave you. The presence, this figure, this draconic being before you disperses. And you are left alone in this void. And you were left the rest of the night in your dreams until you awaken in the morning alone. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
It's like I always have been. It's like I will be.
Fuck.
Woo!
Woo!
Today, guys. Today is a
You made
Great
us
day.
have to do 3 RPs. We're getting all the RP out now.
Yeah.
Let's go. I was so stressed most of that session.
Good.
Good.
I caused many problems.
I caused many problems. What are you on about?
Silver caused many problems.
Yippee.
There were
I
so
always
many
attend
problems.
I always tend to instigate a problem.
Yeah. Luck stealer, problem causer.
It's just passive. It's not my fault that Lady Luck hates everyone else to love me.
Okay. Yeah, this is the last session of October.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah. Halloween is tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Or for
I
Devon
want
today.
You mean Halloween is just fuck, you beat me to it.
tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I have something for this.
Yeah.
Oh god, do I?
Oh my god.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Hold on, do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Okay, hold on.
Do it again.
Today, not tomorrow. Today.
Today.
Yay.
Ooh, I'm okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay. We are gonna head out. Perhaps there will be more time in Neverwinter, who knows? Or maybe there'll be finally going on the road next session.
Man, I'm all never wintered out.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the
It's
fuck out
stressful
of
in
here.
Neverwinter. Nothing
Nope.
good happens here.
Whenever we take a fucking break, it's the most stressful time in our life.
Neverwinter? You mean never gonna get out of here, Winter?
Oh. Yeah, maybe we can just assassinate the man himself.
If he tries to stop us.
You know, we could just kill Lord Neverember, you know?
We
Really
could.
deserves
We
it.
could.
I would love to help with that.
Good news. This is what Ovid was doing this session.
'Cause I assume
We're plotting out the position.
Listen,
Iryne
I'm not
makes up
saying
a
that
lot.
I'm not saying that I know where one of the Mass Lords of Waterdeep used to be, but
But used to be.
What were you saying, Snak?
Cherry wouldn't have been there, would she?
During that conversation?
When she wakes up.
Probably not in her room, I wouldn't imagine.
Okay.
Anyway. Yep, we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful whenever you're watching this. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, boy.